Good afternoon, everyone. This is BremSter, and today I'm coming to you with a puzzle called Knightmark by Ratfinkz. This is definitely a puzzle I'm looking forward to. It's from someone in the community who has been incredibly supportive and helpful and friendly, and Ratfinkz is just a wonderful person to know. Every channel, Ratfinkz is just there for every channel and every creator, and it's just wonderful to have someone as amazing as Ratfinkz in the community. On top of that, this puzzle has a lot of my favorite constraints in it, so yay. So what are the constraints? Oh, before I get onto this, please go check out the community section of my page where we're currently voting. There's lots of votes happening for the best of 2023. It's supposed to be a bit of fun, so hopefully people are enjoying it. Also, I went into a bit of a spiel a couple of days ago about the membership. The feelings seem to be mixed, but the whole point about the membership is people who want to support the channel can do so there if they wish to. There is a series of videos which are exclusive to YouTube members, but if you want to see videos on the solves of the Nala Adventure series Nala Adventure Calendar 2023, go check out the YouTube channel Lucian's Place, where Lucian has done solves of those. So the calendar is available in the link in below. There is a link to where you can get puzzle packs, puzzle collections, and there is a link to the pack there. So the puzzles are freely available, and there's another channel that has done free solves. This is just a bonus for people who do decide to join me. But I'm not making exclusive, like you can't not find these puzzles or not find solves elsewhere. So don't worry about that. Members do get to see the videos I publish a couple of days before. I tend to record and release a few days in advance, not always. Members do get to see those a little bit in advance, but you'll see the videos when they're normally scheduled anyway. So don't worry, you don't need to join. You're not going to get anything extra. But if you wish to support the channel, it is a way of doing it. Patreon is my preferred way, but do it how you wish. Or not. That's fine too. Anyone who's hard up for cash, please don't give me money. Knightmark by Ratfinkz. Normal Sudoku rules apply. So in every box, in every row, and in every column, the digits 1 to 9 must be placed without repetition. Digits along arrows must sum to the digit in that arrow's bulb. So the sum of those two digits will go there, the sum of those two digits will go there. Digits that appear in circles between four cells must appear in the cells they touch. So what it's saying is that in those four cells, we have to place a 2, a 5, a 7, and a 9. In those four cells, we have to place a 1, a 2, a 3, and an 8. The marked diagonal, which is this one, cannot contain any repeated digits. It's 9 cells long, so I think we can guess what numbers go into that. And Antiknight rules apply. So Antiknight is a constraint I absolutely adore when I remember to do it right. And basically, a knight's move in chess is this shape. So 2 in one direction and 1 in the other. And any cells that could be connected by that shape. So those two cells could be connected by that shape. Those two cells could be connected by that shape. Those two cells could be connected by that shape. Any two cells that can be connected by that shape in any rotation or orientation cannot contain the same digit. So those two cells cannot, those two cells cannot, those two cells cannot, because I can draw that shape between them. That's all that means. I am going to restart the puzzle to restart my timer. Not that I'm that worried about time. Let's give this a shot. I am going to start up here. I know that these are 2, 5, 7, and 9. I cannot put two cells in here that sum to 2. I cannot put two cells in here that sum to 5. So this is either 7 or 9. If I wanted this to be 9, it would have to be 2, 7. And if I want this to be 7, it'd have to be 2, 5. There must be a 2 on here, because if there's not, the minimum would be 5 and 7, and 5 and 7 is 12. So there's no 2 here. So there is a 2 in one of those two cells, and there is a 7 here. And this is either 2, 5 or 2, 7. There's no 9 here. So there's a 9 in one of those two, and there's a 2 in one of those two, which does mean there's a 2 in one of those two. But this is 2, 3, 5, 8. Now, I can't put a 2 here because that would make this 3, 5, and that would mean 3 plus 5 equals 2, which is not true. So this is the 2, and this isn't the 2. Because the 2 up here took the 2 out of all of those, and that's where I kind of stopped. If this is a 3, this would have to be 1. If this is a 5, this would have to be a 3. And if this is an 8, this has to be a 5. This is not an 8, so we end up in that situation. That's okay. Now. Can I do something similar up here? I've got a lot less of a constraint here. I can see that 2 is in one of those 3, but none of those are seen by Knight's move. This could be tricky. So what have I got up here? I need to put 3, 4, and 8 here. Can I put 3 here? 3 here would make these 1, 2. No, I can't put 3 here. Okay, so let's do this. 3, 4, and 8 are here. If this is 3, this would be 1, 2, and that would have to be 4 and 8. There's no 3 here. If this is 4, this could be 1, 3, and this could be 8. So I can put 4 or 8 here, or something else. If I put like 3, 4, 7, 8, that could work. So this is actually a little bit open. So I know 2. So this is 1, 2, 3, 8. And I can't put 2 there because the 2 is placed up here. So 2 is in one of those. And these are 2, 3, 8, 9. Now that gives me a bit of pressure along here, but not enough. Now this can't be 2 because these would have to sum to 2 and the minimum I can make them is 1 and 3. So that doesn't work. If this is 3, this would be 1 and 2. Which might work. There's definitely something going on here. Where does this digit go in this box? If it was 1, 3, or 8, it would have to go there. If it's 2, it has to go there. Because 1, 3, or 8, if this is a 1, a 3, or an 8, all of those cells see it. So it would have to be there. If it's 2, however, it couldn't be there, and that would be the 2. But that all looks fine. If this is an 8, this would have to be 1, 9, and that doesn't work. This can't be 8 because of the 9 up here. This is not the 8. So this is 1, 2, or 3. If I could stop it being 2. So, 9 is in one of those 4. Because the maximum here is 8. So 9 can't go in any of those, and it can't go on an arrow. So 9 is in one of those 4. So these are 3 digits that all see each other. This is 6, 7, 8, or 9. Because the minimum I could make these would be 1, 2, 3. So this has to be at least a 6. But the maximum I can put on that arrow is a 6. So if 7 is off the arrow, off the line up here, where would I put 7? Because I can't put it in either of those. It would have to go there. So if 7 is in one of those, it goes there. Is that a problem? There's a weird interaction, I'm sure, between the knight's move and the diagonal and these quadruples that I'm not yet getting. Where is this? Oh, I've already said this is either here or here. So it's one of these digits. So this, as I said, if it's 1 or 3, it has to go here. If it's 2, it has to go here. So it's one of these. So if it's 2, it's those. If it's 1 or 3, it's those. I know, if it's... It can't be 3. Because 3 is in one of those 2. So if this is a 3, the 3 in this box would have to go there, and they see each other by knight's move, because this sees all of those and that by knight's move. So the 3 would have to go there, and that would conflict. This is not a 3. It's only a 1 or a 2. So there's either a 1 here and here, or a 2 here and here. So if the 2, 2 there, and if it's 1, 1, that's a 1. Is that a problem? Oh, wait. I got the math here wrong. 2 plus 5 is 7, not 8. This is 2, 3, 5, 8. There's no 5 here. This is 7, 9. Sorry, everyone. This is 2, 5. This is 7. This is 9. That was really dumb. So 2 and 5 are both down here. 5 can't be there. So 5 is in one of those two. This is not 8. This can't be 6, because then this would have to be 1, 2, 3, and I can't put 2 or 3 in any of those. This can't be 6. This is 7 or 9. If it's 1, 2, 4, this is 2 and this is 1, 4, which would put 4 in one of those two. If this is 9, this couldn't be 2, 3, 4. So there's always a 1 on this arrow, because I couldn't put 2, 3, 4 on the arrow, because this would have to be 2 and 3. So there's always a 1 on this arrow. It's either 1, 2, 4, with that being a 2 and this a 1, 4, or it's 1, 2, 6, with this being a 2 and this being a 1, 6, or it's 1, 3, 4. Hang on. If this is... Okay. So if this is 7, this is 2 and this is 1, 4. If it's 9 and it's 1, 2, 6, this is 2 and this is 1, 6. And if it's 1, 3, 4... this is 3, and this is 1, 4. So there's never a 1 here. This is 1, 4, 6, and must contain a 1. And that is a 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 quintuple. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9 must go into those. So this is a 5, this is a 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So hang on, these are 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, which means 1 is in one of those two, which means neither of those is the 1, that's the 2, neither of those is the 2. So these are 1, 3, 8. The 2 is in one of those. So 1, 2, 3, there's no 1 here. This is the 1. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. So, oh no, I've got the 7. This is a 4 or a 6, which it matches up with that. There's no 2 in any of those. Fascinating. One is in one of those two. 9 is in one of those two, so that's not the 9. I'm going to remove these cross box pencil marks. But that, no, this can't be a 9 either, because 9 on the diagonal has to be in one of those two. This can't be 3, because this would have to be 1, 2, and I can't put 1 or 2 there anymore. This is the 8, and 8 comes out of all of those. This is now a 2, 3, 9 triple, so 3 comes out of there. This is a 1, 8, this is a 3. This is fascinating. This digit is this digit, because where does this is a 2, 3, 9, and that digit has to appear in one of those 3. So those are the same digit and go up there somewhere. Now this digit is quite restricted. It has to be higher than 2. It's at least 3. So 3, 4. It can't be 5, could be 6. Can't be 7. It can't be 8 because one of those two has to be an 8 and that sees both of them, and it can't be 9. Now it can't be 4 because if it's 4, this is 2, 2. So this is 3 or 6 and this is 1 or 4. If that's a 1, that's a 1 and that's a 1. If it's 4, I'm not sure. So how do I make 8? I could do 1, 7 with 1 and 7. 2, 6 would be 2 and 6. And 3, 5 would be 3 and 5. They're the only possibilities. So this is 1, 2, or... oh, well, this can't be 3, 5 because I can't put 3 in either of those. So this is a 1, 2. This is a 6, 7. And it can't be a 6. Oh, that's beautiful. Because one of those two on the diagonal must be a 6. So if this is a 4, this is a 6, and that's a 7. If this is a 6, that's a 7. That's the 7, that's the 1. 8. Oh, where's 8 in box 9? It's not there, and those can't be 8. That's an 8. Seven is not in any of those three because that 7 sees that by Sudoku and both of those two by Knight's Move. That 7 looks down. This is a 7. Now this is a quadruple. 1, 4, 6, 9. There's no 1 in either of those. There's no 9 there. So there's no 9 in any of those because the only place in this box for 9 is in one of those. So 9 is in one of those two. Can I do better than that? 5 is in one of those two. It's really good fun. Column 2 needs 1, 4, 6, 9. Okay. Oh, this 1 looks like making this the 8 and this the 1, which means this is not the 1, this is the 1. This 1 takes 1. Okay, so 1 is in one of those two. 1 is in one of those 4. This, so I need to put 3 in there. I can't put 3 in any of those because that 3 sees that by Knight's Move and those by Sudoku. So that's a 3. This is a triple. 4, 6, and 8. There's no 8 there. This can't be 4 or 6 because of the 4, 6, 9. This is the 8 and this is a 4, 6 pair. Doesn't... So this is a pair. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. And that 7 makes that the 5 and that the 7. Seven is not in any of those or any of those. No, it's not quite there. I have to put an 8 in one of those two. Seven. Oh, where's 7 in box 9? This 7 takes it out of there. That 7 takes it out of those and there, and I can't put 7 on the arrow. That's the 7. So now I can't put 6 on the arrow. This is 4, this is 2. That takes 2 out of both of those, and this becomes the 2. This is a 3-9 pair. The 4 here makes this the 6, which takes 6 out of all of those. Not sure yet. 8 is up. Right, 8 is in one of those two by Sudoku, but that 8 sees that one, as does that one. That's not the 8. This is the 8. No 8 on the arrow. Why did I ever put... Oh, because I could have put 8, 1 on the arrow. So now 8 is in one of those two. This is a quadruple. 2, 5, 7, and 9. None of which are really knocked out by the quadruple. So that's not really helping. That's not 2. That's not 2. Yeah, that wasn't a good quadruple to find. I mean, it's there. This isn't 4. So these are 5, 6, and 9. So I've got to put 3, 5, 6, and 9 into box 9. I can see that can't be 3 or 9. Because that sees both of those. So this can't be 3. So it's not 1, 2, 3. Can't be 4. 5. 5 or 6 only. Because if it's 9, neither of those can be 9. But again, I'm not sure what that's doing. Do I need to look at this arrow? Box 3, I really feel something is going on there, but I'm not sure what. Like 1 is still up here somewhere. 2 is in one of those two cells. 2 is in one of those. Ah, here we go. 2 in this box. Can't go in any of those, so it's in one of those two. 2 in this box can't go in any of those, so it's in one of those two. But that sees both of those. So that can't be the 2. This is the 2. This is not the 2. This is the 2. Now, up here, I always knew there was no 2 up here. No, I didn't know that. Maybe I did. Maybe I didn't. 2 is now in one of those two. But that 2 sees that. So that's not the 2. This is the 2, which looks down saying that's not the 2. This is the 2. And I've got all the 2s. Can I do something similar with 1s? 1 is not in any of those. 1 is not in any of those. This... I feel unempowered. Four in row 7 is in one of those two, which means neither of those can be 4s because they both see both of those two cells. So it leaves 4 in one of those 3. If I could disprove 4 from there, that would be cool because that would resolve this as a 1-3. I have to put a 1 or a 3 on this arrow. Because if I don't, then... Or both. Because if I don't, then the minimum would be 5, 6, and that would blow that total. So there's a 1 or a 3 on that arrow. But I'm not seeing a restriction from that. Wait, there's no 3 here. So 3 is in one of those two. So this is either 3, 4 equaling 7, or, yeah, 3, 4 equaling 7, 3, 5 equaling 8. So this is 3, 4, 5. No. No, that is not true. It could still be 1, 3, 4. Eight is in one of those 3. This could be 8, 1, 9, maybe? That would put 9 in there? Huh. Okay. I do feel it's that arrow at the top, but I feel it's 1 3, 3 4, or 3 5. If it's 1 3, no, it can't be 1 3. If this is 1 3, how would it go? This would be the 1, this would be the 3. But with a 1 here, where do I put a 1 in this box? This one knocks 1 out of there, and that one would knock 1 out of there. This can't be 1 3. So this is not 4. Not 4. So it's 3 4 or 3 5, meaning this is 7 or 8 only. This can't be a 4. Oh, this is just a 4. This is a 3. That because of the 4 looking up. That's been there for ages. Sorry, everyone. 3 4 is 7. This is 8. There is no 7 here. This is a 5 9. And these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 and 6. That was there for a very, very long time. This can no longer be a 9. So it can't be 9 because it sees both of those. It can't be 8. It can't be 7. So its maximum is 6. Now, maximum is 6. Its minimum is 3. So 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, it can't be 4 because of it sees a 4. If this is a 3, this would be a 1, 2, and it can't be. If it's a 5, it would be a 1, 4 or a 2, 3, and it can't be 1, 4 or 2, 3. This is a 6. And with this being a 6, this can't be an 8. That's fine. But how do I make 6? There's only 2 ways to do it. 1, 5 or 2, 4, and it can't be 2, 4. So this is a 1, 5. The 5 here makes this the 1 and this the 5. The 5 looks down making this the 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is a 9. That's really cool. The 9 makes that the 3 and that the 9, and I've now done the diagonal and all of the quadruples. So it's now just in, I haven't done all the arrows yet though. I have not done all the arrows. I'm close, but this one has not been resolved. Apart from that, it's just Antiknight left. Okay. Sure. The 5, 9 here makes this the 7, which means 7 is not there, 7 is not there, 7 is not there. That's a 7, which means that's a 7. This is a triple. 3, 4, 8. This is not 8. Ah, there's no 4 in those. That is a 3, 8. That's the 4. The 3 here makes that the 8 and that the 3. This is a pair, which is 8, 9. And right, so that's 8, that's 9. No 9, no 8. The 6 looks across, making that the 3, so that's the 1. I've now done all the arrows. These are now 4 and 6, giving me 4, 6 deadly pattern, which will be resolved by Antiknight at some point. This 9 takes 9 out of there. So 1, 2, 3, and 5 go into those. This 3 makes this 5 and this 3. The 5 looks up making this 9 and this 5. This row is missing 4 and 9. This 4 means that that's the 9 and that's the 4. These are 1 and 5. That 5 means that's the 1 and that's the 5. So this is not the 5, this is the 5, which means this is the 5. This column, 1, 6, 9. There's no 9 there, so this is a 1, 6 pair. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is a 4. So this is a 6 or a 9? I'll get there. That 9 means that's not the 9. So this is a 1, 6 pair. That's the 9, that's the 6, that's the 1, that's the 6, that's the 1, that's the 6, that's the 9, that's the 6, that's the 4, that's the 9. The 4 looks into that box, making that the 6 and that the 4, which makes that the 6 and that the 4. Now I've just got 2 digits left, 3 and 4, and I'll use the 4 there to make that the 3 and that the 4. And that is the correct solution to Knightmark. by Ratfinkz. This has had, oh my lord, this is a very new puzzle. 11 solves in 12 hours. This one came into my mailbox this morning and I had to solve it. Yay! I'm hot off the presses with this one, though you'll see this in a few days. Very happy with that puzzle. That was great. Thank you, Ratfinkz, for the puzzle. I think this was recommended rather than submitted, but I've chatted to Ratfinkz and Ratfinkz knows I'm doing this. This is a really cool puzzle. I'm very happy. Thank you, everyone, for watching. I hope you're enjoying the puzzles, and as always, good luck with your solving.